So, we're supposed to believe Meghan Markle just hopped on a regular flight like a normal person? No private jet? Just handing out sweet little notes to the flight crew like it's a scene from a Hallmark movie? That's what page 6 wants us to believe, but let's be real. The story's got more holes than a slice of Swiss cheese. The flight attendant who supposedly had this heartwarming Meghan moment, she's now saying she didn't even see Meghan on the flight. Yep. Let's break this down before we lose brain cells. The original story was pure fluff. Meghan, the always elegant Duchess, flying with the common folk, giving out handwritten notes and nail compliments like a royal angel. Even the tone was overly dreamy-like. Someone's PR intern had just binge-watched The Crown and tried to write fan fiction. It didn't even try to be subtle. It felt scripted from the start. Then comes the twist. The flight attendant, the one who supposedly gushed about Meghan. She's now told a French outlet that, wait for it, she never actually saw Meghan on the plane. So why make it up? Why would someone risk their job to say Meghan Markle was flying commercial, sharing passenger details on TikTok? That breaks airline privacy rules big time. Unless this was all a setup. A PR stunt, maybe? People are now saying Meghan might have planned the whole thing. Handing a stranger a handwritten note and saying, "Tell the world I'm just a normal girl." That's not just a ditz full-on Diana cosplay. Speaking of Diana, guess what Meghan's doing again? Yup, handwritten notes just like Diana used to, right? Diana's thank you notes were sweet, elegant, and loved by the public. Now here's Meghan trying the same move, except it feels more like a copycat routine than a heartfelt gesture. From outfits to photo ops, it's always a throwback to Diana. But here's the real giveaway. No one saw her. No selfies. No blurry fan pics. No airport videos. Nothing. Meghan Markle, the same woman who always gets accidentally photographed even, in the middle of nowhere, suddenly goes invisible on a crowded flight. Not buying it. And get this. Page 6. Used an old photo from 2016 to sell the story. Seriously, a picture of Meghan getting off a plane from years ago. Dropped into the article. Like it was from this week. No label, no mention of the date, just tossed in there, hoping no one would notice. But of course the internet noticed. People are mad. They're accusing page 6 of pushing fake images and trying to fool the public. It's classic media This time it flopped. Big time. So why try so hard for something so easy to disprove?
Sure.
If it was meant to boost her image, it did the opposite. But wait, this is only part 1. The deeper you dig, the weirder it gets. Let's go back to the flight. No pics. Old photos, and now the story makes no sense. Meghan, who is super careful about her privacy and safety, flies completely alone. No security, no assistant, just her and a couple of handwritten notes. Since when does someone as high profile as Meghan hop on a flight without anyone noticing? She really did. The Daily Mail would have had 5 different angles by now. Instead, the only source is a flight. Attendant, who's now backtracking hard. That same woman is now telling people in France that she never saw Meghan at all. She didn't think people would dissect her story like a true crime podcast. But the internet doesn't let things slide, especially not royal drama. Still, page 6 didn't care. They published it like they had breaking news.
Agons.
Handwritten note goes viral. Viral where? Twitter? TikTok? 'Cause we sure didn't see it. No pics of the note. No gate sighting. No TSA check. Nothing. If Meghan was really there, she'd have made sure someone took a picture. Remember this. Is the same person who once tipped off photographers so she could look caught off guard? There's a history here moment staged to feel spontaneous.
Oh.
Remember the New York paparazzi drama? Her own team told the photographers where she'd be? That's the pattern, and let's not ignore the recycled PR playbook. The humble Duchess. Flies commercial. We've heard it before. The only new thing this time was the cringy video of someone calling her queen, or princess or duchess. They couldn't even get the title right. It felt like a comedy skit. Then came the nail compliment. Funny because real flight attendants aren't allowed long nails. It's a safety issue. They handle emergencies, food, and strict rules. In this fantasy, no one cared. Everyone was too wowed by Meghan's manicure. Even more suspicious, the timing. Meghan hasn't had much good press lately. Her podcast didn't take off. Her Netflix stuff isn't a hit. People aren't exactly cheering her on. Then, suddenly this warm, fuzzy flight story shows up. Like clockwork, It's way too convenient and poorly done. No proof, no consistency, just one shaky source, backpedaling hard. The photo, from nearly a decade ago, it's like they rushed it out without thinking it through, and people noticed. Really blows this story apart is how quickly it falls apart when you look closely. Take the timeline. The flight supposedly just happened, right? Then why is page 6 using a photo from 2016? Meghan's being escorted by security in a different airport years ago? That's not sloppy. It's misleading. The caption didn't even mention the date, like readers wouldn't figure it out, but they did. And now the internet's asking real questions. If Meghan flew commercial, where are the witnesses? Airport staff? Fans? A boarding pass? Something instead. We get silence. No one credible. Saw her. Just one story and even that's falling apart. And now it gets even messier. What was the goal? Meghan's not clueless. Her team knows how fast fake stories spread. Maybe that was the point. Drop the Sweet Duchess story, let it go viral, and by the time it's proven false, it's already done the job. Most people won't fact-check. They'll just remember the headline. Meghan flies like a normal person. Mission accomplished, but only if no one checks. This time everyone checked. Now even fans are skeptical. People who once defended her are raising eyebrows. They're asking why everything feels staged. Why even a flight has to become a drama with a moral. It's exhausting, and it gets worse. The article paints Meghan as this kind, humble travel-a-butt. It subtly leaves Harry out. Where was he? If it was a solo trip, why not mention him at all? It's like the whole thing was designed to separate Meghan from Harry in the public eye, and with all the recent rumors Harry living somewhere else, distance between them, it's not hard to see the angle. Meghan's image stands alone now. But what about the kids? She claims she reads them stories over email while she travels. Email? Who reads bedtime stories by email? Unless the kids aren't with her or with Harry. That Drew Barrymore's interview, where she said whoever's with them felt like an accidental slip. If she's always gone, and Harry's not around either, then who's really raising the kids? This isn't just about a fake flight anymore. It's about the cracks in the whole story. The family, the flights, the PR, all of it feels like a performance, and people can tell. The overly staged stories, the forced wholesomeness, media games, it's all too much. Whatever Meghan's trying to prove, it's not landing. If anything, it's making things worse.